Hello, hello, confident ladies. Happy Wednesday. How's it going? I am trying this live from my business page. I'm going to see if I can share this. I've never gone live from my business page before. Maybe I tried it once a long time ago, but I started doing lives from my personal page and then realized that after sharing it, some of you who aren't officially friends on Facebook with me, you weren't able to see the video in the Confident Ladies Club. It like came up as blocked or something. So I am gonna see, yes, I can share this. Awesome. If you guys can hear me and see me, please say hello. I wanna know who's there. I'm gonna share this on my timeline. And I'm gonna add in, let's see, the blog post for the week, what we're going to be talking about. I want to talk with you guys actually about two things today. So I'm going to share the blog post. Let's see. And I am early just because I want to make sure that I can get set up here and that all of you guys can see me. All right, I'm gonna share this in the Confident Ladies Club now. Guys, it is frigid in New York. I'm gonna tell you, it's not as cold as it was a couple days ago. It was like in the negatives, I think like -5. But it's still like, it's like chilling to the bone. It's very, very cold. And we're supposed to be getting a snowstorm. I think it's supposed to start tonight into tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. I don't like being really cold, but there's something about snowstorms that I just adore. I love, love, love being able to be stuck inside and have an excuse to not leave the house. Not like I really leave the house much anyways, but I don't know, there's just something really special about it that I love. So I'm gonna make sure this is live in the Confident Ladies Club so you guys have it. All right, awesome. Comment if you are around. And then I'm gonna check this out on my personal page and see if it posted over there too. Baby girl is here with me. She's actually taking a nap. She's been doing this nap thing the last couple of weeks, which has been fabulous. Ever since she's been sick, she's been taking naps. I know she's feeling better, so that's a good thing, but she just got in this habit of like waking up, having breakfast, playing a little bit, and then going down for a nap, which works out perfectly for me. So I don't have to send her to daycare right away. She can hang home with me for a little bit. Let's see. Let me know if you are watching live. Okay. I think I did this right. Hopefully, fingers crossed I did this right. Yay! Okay, so in the Confident Ladies Club, yay, we have Heather. Hi, Heather, good morning. How are you? I just adore that picture of your dog in your picture with you. So, so, so cute. How's it going? Let me know, where are you watching this right now? Is it from the Confident Ladies Club? Is it from my personal page or my business page? I'm really curious how this works. Very, very curious. Because I want to see if all of the comments come to the business page. If you can let me know, that would be awesome. So what I want to talk to you guys about today, I guess we'll wait one more minute because I told everyone 9:30, so we will wait one more minute or so. So I got my coffee here. Look how cute this mug is. One of my old clients sent me this. Grace upon grace. This is what I'm giving myself. And actually let's just start. I'm not going to wait. So this is what I want to talk to you guys first about before we get into the blog post. But giving yourself some grace. So any of you who are in business, or even just if you don't have a business, what are you talking about today? So today we're going to talk about first, number one, grace, and how to deal with like maybe not being super excited. Hi Jennifer, how are you? About the new year. It popped into your newsfeed. Okay, awesome. Because a lot of people are like, go big, go hard, go home, you know, like just like really into the whole new year thing, and not everyone is. So that's why I want to touch on that. And then I also want to talk about intuition and trusting yourself more in 2018, which my blog post is about. And actually I will post that for you guys again. So what I've noticed so I took about 2 weeks off. Here's the blog post. So I took about 2 weeks off from business. Baby girl had some type of virus for like the week before Christmas. So she couldn't go to daycare, so she was home with me, and I had to cancel a lot of my calls. And then I had the week between Christmas and New Year's off because she was also home from daycare. So I've been off for about 2 weeks. And this trend that I've been seeing, and you know what? It's normal. Like this happens every single year. Right before, like it's almost like right when December hits, everyone's like, New Year's resolutions, or like, what's your word of the year? Or what are you going to do big this year? And I like to really just like take December as this like quiet time to reflect and to just like be present and not think about the new year yet. And I think that so many people feel this pressure, like you've got to have this plan going into 2018. And I want to tell you guys, like, even though it is 2018 already, I think today might be the 3rd. Yeah, today's the 3rd. It's okay if you don't have a plan, okay? It's fine. It's fine if you don't have a plan today. It's fine if you don't have one tomorrow, next week, in a month. It will come, all right? The right time it's supposed to come, it's going to come. And I'm a very like, how do I put this? I don't like the word impatient. Maybe just like when I want to make something happen, I want to make it happen now, or I want to make it happen yesterday. And yeah, Jennifer, it's okay. You don't have to have a plan right now. And I tend to lean more towards that way with wanting the plan and wanting to know what's going to happen. And as soon as December hit, because again, we hear it like swirling around all over the internet, everywhere, people talking about how 2018 is going to be big, what's going to happen, what you're going to do. And I did the Mindset Reset Challenge because I really wanted you guys to focus on 2017, focus on the things that you accomplished, the things that maybe sort of got in your way a little bit, and how you want to try to work on those things before 2018 comes. And, you know, I heard of everyone, oh my God, the goalposts are everywhere. Yeah, and you know what? It's okay, because that's just how some people work. But I want to say, for those of you who don't work like that, it's okay. Not everyone has to be like gung-ho for 2018. I always want to know what's happening next, but for once I have no idea, and it kind of feels good. Yeah. So again, I saw all these posts everywhere about what everyone's doing, what their goals were, what they're launching, what's going to happen. And I started to feel it myself, like, gosh, I don't have a plan. And I remember like messaging, like boxing my coach, like, oh my gosh, I don't have a plan. What am I going to do? And she's like, just be, like, just be, just enjoy the time. And that's what I did. And I know it sounds so simple and almost like counterintuitive to like not do anything to actually get the plan, but that's when the plan comes. It's when you allow yourself space to like not feel like you should do these things or you have to do all these things, but just space to just be and just enjoy yourself. So that's what I did. I took 2 weeks and I said, I had to like almost like one of those, like, you know, those little, like when little kids are like, I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm really not afraid of the dark. I'm not afraid of the dark. I sort of had to do that. Like, I'm not going to think about my goals for 2018. I'm not going to have a plan. I'm not going to have a plan. It's okay. I don't need a plan. I had to keep telling myself that, but it's okay. And I had to keep like redirecting myself. Stay in 2017. Stay present. Enjoy the holidays. Don't worry about next year. next year's gonna come and the plan's gonna be there. And I think it was like, it ended up being a couple days before 2018, I had this epiphany and this plan that I had last year that I really wanted to do and I really wanted to move forward with. I'm like, that's it. That's exactly it. And you know what, guys? It's crazy. I had a whole page, like I had this whole program outlined last year and I really, really, really wanted to launch it. But the problem was I was going to be having Annabelle and the program was supposed to be a 6-month program and I wanted January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, so she was supposed to be born in May. And this actually goes back to my blog post too. I had this gut feeling within me that she was going to come early. And I knew it. I just knew it. And I'm like, I really want to launch this program. I want to do this mastermind. I want to be this like super supportive space for women to just feel like they have all my support. And like, that's all I have to focus on. I don't need to focus on any other programs, any other things, but getting text messages, but those women for this amount of time. And I put it out there to a couple people. I had a couple people who were interested. I just put it out there to like clients that I had already worked with because I wasn't sure if I was going to launch it. And I had this like feeling like it's not time. And like I so badly wanted to launch it, guys, because I was so excited about it. And something kept telling me like, don't do it. And again, like I knew day one that I was pregnant, when I found out I was pregnant, that I was going to be early, that baby was going to come early. Everyone told me it wasn't going to happen, but I just knew it. Like I just knew it in my gut. And thank God for this one, this plan, I didn't move forward with it. Something again said, don't do it. Wait, a better time will come. So I didn't end up launching that program. And of course, my baby ended up coming 3 weeks early. And then things got busy and, you know, it wasn't the right time to launch that program again. And I completely forgot about it. Completely forgot. And as I'm just like enjoying myself last week, taking time with my family, that memory just like popped back up in my mind. What about that program that you almost launched last winter? The whole outline, everything's there. And like the client that I'm going to be working with is going to be different now than it was last winter, but it's the same exact thing. So like, how cool is that? That sometimes we have ideas, we have plans for our lives, but sometimes it's just not the right timing, and you need to learn to trust that. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is trust and intuition. And Heather says, I've started listening to my intuition, not forcing it, letting myself allow it to be okay and not beat myself up. Yes. So I have this idea that all women, we have like the strongest intuitions. It's something that we're born with. And we know 100% what's right for us. Like we do, deep within, we know it. But we allow like everyone else in the world to influence us and to tell us like, maybe that's wrong, maybe that's right. And guys, I'm guilty of this too. You know, a lot of you know I've been writing a book. I've been working on my book proposal, and I've had lots of ideas, and like I fall guilty into this trap again too. Like, what do you think? Is this a good idea? What do you like about this name? Do you like this title? Like, what do you think? Like, it's very easy to allow that to happen, because as women also, like, we want to please people, and we care about what our friends and what our family think. But when it comes down to it, that deep feeling inside, that intuition or discernment, as I like to call it, from God, that's there, and like we know within exactly what we're supposed to do. And that's why like I love my coach so much, and also this group coaching like writing program I've been in, because the women in there, the women in the mastermind I'm in, they really support me and tell me like, do what you feel is best. And that's the truth. So like recently I made another big decision. with like which direction I'm going to be going with my writing. And, you know, I had a couple ideas that I had gotten from people, and I said, you know what? Even though it makes sense to go that direction and maybe doesn't make sense to go this other direction, I'm going this other direction because it feels right. And that's what I want to challenge you today, is that when you have that feeling deep down in your soul that something is right or something is wrong, I want you guys to learn to trust that more, because that's what's going to be directing you. And, you know, there's all the programs, there's all these roadmaps and different ways to go about in your business, but if things don't feel right, they're not going to work. And Jennifer says, I've actually stopped asking for opinions. That's wonderful. That's amazing. Especially on important stuff, trust and go with it. That's my new motto. I love that, Jennifer. That's such good advice for people. Just trust and go with it. So what I like to do is I like to pray and listen to God and see where I feel like He's leading me, and then go in that direction and surrender the rest to Him and just say, I'm doing my part. This is the way I feel called. Like, you're leading me in this direction. And now the rest of it, oops, guys, my battery. Actually, I have a comment about batteries in a minute. I'm trusting that me surrendering this, like, you're going to do the work. So the same thing with writing this book. I went in this other direction that maybe doesn't make sense to some people, and doesn't seem like it's the harder way that I'm choosing. But I know it's the right way. It's the right way for me. And I'm just surrendering it. And I said, you know what? I'm done. My proposal's out there now. And I'm going to let God do the rest. That's all I can do. So this blog post that I wrote is just really, and actually I'm going to check on I'm going to check in the group and stuff and make sure nobody has any comments. Oh, yay, Leanna, you're there. And you said, I agree that some things just feel right. Yeah, Leanna, so great to see you. Leanna was one of the fabulous ladies in one of the programs that I did last year. And actually, we worked together one-to-one last winter, too. She's an awesome, awesome person, doing some really big things in the world and overseas, too. So I want you guys to really lean into that this year, okay? And you guys know I'm honest with you, I've been guilty of this, feeling like at times, in this online space, the work that I do, sometimes I look around and I actually do compare myself to, and I'm like, all these business coaches have these tangible steps and systems that they can give people, and I don't really have that. I just help people really trust themselves and do what feels good. And sometimes it's scary, right? When your business is based on something like that. And I've learned that, you know what, business coaching is not a road that I'm going to go down. It just doesn't light me up. I've thought about that in the past. Maybe I need to be more business coachy. But no, because what's worked for me, and this was really a testing period over the last year, was having the baby and wanting to systemize and automate and set a lot of different structures and things up in my business. They were helpful, but what I'm going to tell you brought most of my income for 2017 was the stuff that I was doing all along. So the stuff connecting with people, being visible. Honestly, it wasn't the funnels or the systems or any of that other fancy stuff that we had set up. That brought in a little tiny bit, a small percentage. But where the majority of my income came from was from the magic, which is you can't really teach that, right? It's something you can't teach. It's just that leaning into that intuition and leaning into what you feel God calling you to do and going and doing that, that's where I've received my income. When I've had those little divine downloads and those pulls of, hey, go launch this program, or, open this many spots. Hi, Lindsay, great to see you. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, you should definitely watch the replay. I'm gonna put it on YouTube too. But we're talking a lot about trust and intuition. And it's okay if you don't have a plan for 2018, all right? No pressure. There's no need to stress out. So one thing that has always helped me, guys, is I remind myself that, like, anything can happen in a year. Some people get so set on, you know, like, oh my God, I made 0 money in my business last month, or I made this amount of money in my business last month. This is really scary. Like, I have to stay at this amount every single month. What I tell you is that entrepreneurship, you can't be rigid like that. You've got to be really flexible. There's going to be months where you're going to make a little bit of money and maybe no money. But then there's going to be months that are going to make up like triple for it. All right? So when you can lead in your business with that abundance mindset and not being fearful and like feeling like you have to make the money and you've got to find the clients, you've got to find the customers, your business is going to run with so much more ease. Like, there have been months where I've told myself, it's fine. You know what? If I don't make, because I have like a certain amount of money that comes in every month from different recurring payments and things that are set up from clients that are working with me. And I've told myself, if that's what I bring in, that's what I bring in. And if I don't make any money over that, that's fine. Because I'm not going to just like try to hit a limit, like an income goal, just to make a goal, just to say I made a goal, right? I only want to bring income in if it's something that's aligned. So like I've even said, even like last month, I was like, if I don't make any extra money other than what's supposed to come in, like, that's fine. I'm happy. I don't need to, because I know that, let's say February, maybe January, maybe February, maybe March, April, there will be so much abundance that there's no reason that I need to like run around like a chicken with my head cut off to try to make money this month. So I want you to just try to get into that mindset to run your business that way, and don't worry about right now, because so many people get so stuck in that, like, I've got to make my 10K month. I've got to make this month. I've got to make my 20K or my 5K, whatever it is that your goal is. Maybe it's a 2,500K month. Don't worry about that. Just believe that the other months, more abundance is going to come in, and it's going to it all evens out. Like, I was shocked when I found out what, I did my math and like figured out what I made for 2017. I'm like, this is crazy, because I barely worked at all. And there were months when I really didn't bring much income in at all because I had just had the baby. So I want you guys for 2018, I want everyone's word to be trust. All right? Like, add trust to whatever other word it is that you're focusing on. I'm focusing on simplicity. I am making things as simple as possible as I can in my business this year. Last year, I would say things were a little bit complicated in 2017. You know, I was pregnant. I wasn't feeling well at all. I felt really sick all the time, really tired, didn't have energy. And, oh, Heather's this miracle. I love that, Heather. Expect miracles. And then after having the baby, I just didn't have a ton of time. So, you know, things were different. Things were not, it was a harder year to try to like find my bearings, and I felt like I was on like was it a seesaw? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, a seesaw. But like, sometimes like somebody was on one end, sometimes I was just like hitting the ground, I was jumping up. It felt like a seesaw all year long. Heather's gonna trust her intuition and trust the miracle will happen the ways that you can't see. I love that, Heather. That's beautiful. Exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. So things were a little complicated in 2017. You know, I needed things to be automated. Hi Miriam, so great to see you. Miriam has a little one too. I think your little one is maybe what, 5 months now, I'm guessing? Yeah, I love, Miriam, it's an honor to be able to be open and real, because I know I do what I want to get, what I want to receive. So I learn so much when people tell me just 2.5 months. Oh my goodness, you've got a little itty bitty one. Wow. Hi, Tatiana, great to see you. Great to see you. Hope you catch the replay. So I like to do what I want to receive. So what I want to receive is, I want to hear truth. I want to hear what was really hard, like what people struggle with in business. Because guys, I really struggled in 2017. I told you guys, I almost quit. July 4th was the day that I almost walked out of this business. I was just so exhausted, so defeated. Like, it's like, I can't do this anymore. It's too hard. I can't be a mom and have a business. Like, it's not gonna happen. And what really helped me was like reading other people's stories and hearing other moms who actually felt that way too. I wasn't the only one feeling that way. And that's what got me through it and got me thinking, all right, you know what? If she did it, you know what? Maybe that means I could do it too. Because there's that possibility. So that's why I like to be open. I like to be honest. I like to tell you guys when I struggle, because that's how I've always learned. All right? And I'm an open book. You can ask me anything. You really can. All right, loves? That's all I have for you today. My battery's about to die. So speaking of dying batteries, so I have the iPhone 6 Plus. I haven't gotten a new phone in a while. And my battery's been like dying like crazy lately. My husband's too. My husband has, I think he's got a 6, a 5 or a 6, maybe a 6. And we actually just found out that Apple, like, this is really sad. This, like, speaking about integrity in business, like, you need to run your businesses with integrity. Like, I'm very skeptical now of Apple, because I guess I don't know if this is true, but I heard this, that they sort of admitted to somehow when you download the new software on your phones, it like does something to your battery so that you basically need, it like encourages people to go and buy a new phone. Yes. Like, that's really sad, guys. Like, I bought Apple products because I trusted. Yeah, look, yeah, Jennifer's like, I'm getting an Android next time. I might too. Because that's why it's good. Like, even if you make mistakes in your business, you be open, be honest, and tell people. And you know what? That's great that they did tell. I give them credit for that. That is integrity, is that when you do mess up, you do go out and tell. But, you know, I bet that they were maybe forced to sort of tell because there were lawsuits or whatever. But anyways, yeah, that's just like, doesn't make me feel good. Totally true about Apple. I always say the company died. Yeah, that's really sad. You're right. That is really sad. And Heather said, comparing ourselves to how they did it so much better and bigger is hard. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, so that's why my battery's dying all the time, guys. I gotta go buy a new battery, which I think if they did something, like, everyone should get a free battery, even though it's only $29, like, that's peanuts, but still, after doing something like that, I think that the least that they could do is say, all right, for those of you who were affected by this, you can get a free battery. I think that's the least they could do to make it better. Because, come on, it doesn't cost them $29 to make a battery. They're actually just making money on this is what they're doing. Either way. So I think if they were really sorry, they'd give everyone free batteries. But that's just my opinion, guys. All right. Happy 2018. Again, don't worry if you don't have a plan. It's okay. Take your time. Give yourself time to just let it flow. Because if you focus and you try to fixate and make it happen, It's going to take longer to find that plan. Just let it flow. Just let it happen, and the plan's going to come to you. All right, confident ladies, love you all, and I'll see you soon.